Hi, this is Robert Lewis at DFW Rent Houses. Today we are doing a move out at 6925 Windwood, Fort Worth, Texas. I've already pre-walked the house with the tenant. I've already determined what should come out of their security deposit and let him know. So let's go ahead and take a walk real quick. As you can see, the garage has been cleaned out good. I did find some extra paint there for the gray walls in the house, but we don't have anything for the main color. The tenant did do the bushes and the yard. What I want to do here is clean all this up and put some red mulch here, just to get some curb appeal. This door, we need to just repaint that, maybe just a little bit of a different red or something. Now I know you don't have a lot of money, but we do have a lot of issues with this house, so I'm going to tell you exactly what needs to be done, and we'll just see what we need to do. Basically, this house is outdated. It's stuck in the 80s, and that's the problem that we're running into. So, let's start in here. This is going to be the office. We got an old-fashioned light in here that's not bringing any kind of value. You've got very, very old carpet, and you can see it's been cleaned so many times that you can see the black. So when you win the lottery in Israel, we've got to get this replaced. There's nobody that's going to get in there by hand and clean that black. But the tenant did clean the carpet, so I've got the receipt and I see that. So in this room, the front office, we just need to clean the doors off here. We've got some scratches and so forth. I do have one little small area here that's normal wear and tear. Okay, so in the entry, we do have one cracked tile here. Okay, this wall appears to be okay. I do have some scuffs here, there, and right there. So if I had the paint, I could touch it up, but I don't. The dining room, paint is fine except for right there where whoever painted should have gone down a little closer. We can have somebody add a bead of caulk to that. So what I would do to get rid of it, it's cheap. I'm going to suggest we get rid of this 1983 lamp and put a more modern lamp. I just think it's going to bring value because this house is very outdated. Settlement crack in the ceiling right there. Okay, the closet's got a lot of nicks. I mean, we generally don't paint closets, so you're gonna have some wear there. It's just a hall closet. Let's go ahead and do the kitchen first. Kitchen's gonna be the highlight of the house, but there is some things we need to do in here. We need to change these bulbs out to proper bulbs. Most of those are light bulbs, so we're gonna change them out with the daylight bulbs. In the pantry, and I've already watched the video for the move-in, so I can tell you what's you and what's you on you and what's on him. This has got to get painted. I mean, it's just filthy, every single one of them. So this is going to have to be painted here. Okay, this is all clean on the inside. Couple things to note is the handle is worn. That's normal wear and tear. You can see how worn it is. A lot of scratches, still works. I don't think that's gonna really be a big deal. We have some areas right back here on the back of the wood. Generally on these cabinets, the problem we have is we're gonna need to lightly sand it and match the color and then shine them up. As you can see, that's definitely a turnoff for people. And all we gotta do there basically is shine up the rest. I mean, it's a simple process of matching that, matching the wood a little bit, but there's a little bit of labor involved here. It does have a granite sink. We need to clean the inside of this. As you can see, it's sprayed wildly. Vinegar will take care of that. Garbage disposal works. What we did not do when he had that flood is replace the wood under here. To be honest, to save money, I would just paint this thing. I wouldn't even replace it, but we can if you want to. It has a little bit of a dip, but not bad. But yeah, we need to go ahead and let's go ahead and just paint that or something. We need to adjust these drawers a little bit. As you can see, that's not closing. The rest of it's okay. They did a good job of cleaning. Now, what I think we're going to need to do here is redo the caulk. You can see how I have mildew here and back there and right there. And then what I want to do is redo this silicone. You can see how nasty and ugly whoever did it. So we need to put a nice bead on there of clear silicone. Redo that. I'm already going to get on to the tenant about mildew, so we'll probably just add this as a deduction. Because the bathrooms have mildew, we'll just include this as what they need to do, just redoing this one little piece. The tops here need to be painted and fresh. You can see there's just a lot of wear, just need some white paint. I really want to get rid of that wallpaper for sure. But if I get rid of the wallpaper, we're gonna have to texture it, and repaint it. So that's gonna cost you money, but this house is just very outdated. Nobody does that anymore. So, I really highly recommend you let us get rid of that. But you can't just paint over it. Everything's good here so far. Again, the fridge was cleaned out. I'll go ahead and take a picture of that. Do me a favor, in the garage was another one of these. Would you see if it fits this fridge? Thank you. I'm missing a bin down here, so I'll need to check and see if that was it was like that when they moved in. You can see we're missing a bin. There is one in the garage. I just asked Carl to see if that fits it. Okay, let's go into the living room. Okay, so again, we got a lot of paint issues. I just want to show you how ugly all this is and how all this needs to be repainted. That's just, all the way down. If you know the paint color, I can try to match it, but it just hasn't been painted in a while. Trying to put new paint on old paint's not gonna work. These can be cleaned up. We don't need to paint it. That needs to be painted, the bottom one. I've already checked the fireplace. The floor looks good. The only problem is we need to glue this down by adding some glue. It's very nominal. You can see all the baseboards are just, all of them need to be painted. Let me just show you what I'm talking about so you don't think I'm making this stuff up. You see how dirty and filthy they are. And that has been mentioned by people. I think Mickey also mentioned that. Did it fit or no? No. Okay. All right, so from here, let's go ahead and go into bedroom 1. We have a mark. I think we've got the paint here, and if we do, this will be easy touch-ups. But again, the white is horrible in this house. Carpet was clean, but we still have a stain there and a stain here. May need to paint these. We'll see how big it usually closets I don't spend a lot of time in. Okay, so like right here, all of this, normal wear and tear, all of that's gonna have to be repainted with the trim. And you can see that everywhere in this house. I'm not trying to use your money up, brother, you know that, but man, trying to get top rent for this house is gonna be difficult. See all that? That's just normal wear and tear. It's nothing we can charge a tenant for because they've been here 3 years. There's your touch-ups. Once a tenant's been in the home for over 2 years, you have to be real careful by law digging anything on them because they consider everything normal wear and tear. We have the cheap linoleum still in here. I mean, it's just shouting. Just you know, it's a nice house, nice neighborhood. It's just you know, it's just kind of outdated. You know, all the air filters have been changed. I've already looked at that. I'd like to get rid of that gold light and put another light there. Closets are okay in here. They don't need to be painted. Bedroom number 2, the ceiling fan does not work. He said it stopped working. They did put in a work order, so we need a ceiling fan. Inside this room, we need some paint touch-ups. We need to remove these hooks out of the ceiling that was there when they moved in. I don't know how I missed that, but I guess I did. And that's not a big deal, just take them out. You can see that's where their bed was because of that line. Again, all the trim in this house is, you know, ugly like this, see? Window seals. I mean, even if we lowered the rent, no, I still think we're gonna have to upkeep this house a little bit more. I don't know who's gonna move into here, into this neighborhood like this, to be honest. All right, now the bathroom is your, oh man, this is probably the worst bathroom I've ever seen, Noam. First of all, what I'm gonna be charging the tenant for is the mildew in 2 bathrooms. Okay, you see that. In this bathroom, it's super outdated. Look how rusted. Look how rusted that is. That's ridiculous. We gotta have to do something here, no. This all has gotta go. Right here, we're gonna have to redo something about this, the paint. We need to add a better faucet that's a cheap faucet. Down here, I need to replace the water line and I need to replace that stop valve because it's rusted. So if there was a leak right now, I couldn't turn it off. So we're gonna have to get the mildew and then we're gonna have to recaulk all that. I'm gonna get rid of this. Here, the tenant, the towel bar was broken. I will be charging them for a new towel bar. Also, this is coming off the wall. I'm gonna charge the tenant to at least, you know, put it back on the wall. What I say is we get rid of these, put a towel bar there, replace the light kit, put a towel ring in, and change the toilet paper holder and the faucet. Then the wall was basically painted over wallpaper. So you see all these imperfections. What I'm going to recommend is either texture it to cover it all up, or do some kind of something with a design or something like that to hide all this, because you see the lines. You know, I need something to hide this, I need something to hide that, and all of that imperfections. So what I recommend probably on this house is to do a color here, and on the wainscoting, do like a white or something. But you could see this entire bathroom, I mean, that alone is ridiculous. So, I mean, I'm just being honest with you. We gotta do something. Carl. Okay, we're in bedroom number 3. And we got a lot of wear. You know, basically throughout this house, we're gonna need touch-ups. I'm showing it to you. You know, pretty much all the white's gonna have to get done. I mean, just, again, trust me, Noam, but look, it's like this everywhere. In here, we're gonna need to, I recommend we replace this with a cheap ceiling fan like we will in the other room. These are bent. I'll try to bend them back, but it's, you know, to try to save you some money. Otherwise, I recommend just installing a 2-inch blind to match the rest of the house. And I'm just gonna bid that because I think that'll bring some value. And then you can see we need to paint all the window seals. There's some door, as you can see, we got some of these that need to be replaced. That's cheap. Filters changed. Master bedroom. I see nothing but trim so far that needs to be done. Walls actually look good so far. Yeah, so this one, from what I can see, I talked too soon. You can see that right down there, if you could see, either it needed another coat or there was some kind of a fix done or something. But we've got kind of a yellow color under there. So at least that wall, if I had that color, we can paint. Here, we've got a broken blind, which was the way it was when they moved in. So I suggest we go ahead and fix that because it's all broken. Or not fix it, but replace it. The blinds are ugly. I'm gonna leave that one and that one, but take that one down because of the stains. In the closet, we need to paint. I want you to see how ugly this is. I mean, it's bad. I mean, the walls. I mean, it's a simple job, but this has got to get done. It's pretty nasty. 2 different colors on the wall there. You can see that these haven't been painted in a while. I guess because it had, well, maybe we can take the, let's see. Well, maybe it's pulling the paint off. Yeah, I'd say we take that off and just repaint it. You see what I'm talking about in the carpet, how it's getting shot in this house? You're gonna have to replace this at some point. Now look, that's nasty. Because carpet cleaning machines can't get up in there. So you don't know how long that's been in there. And that's like that throughout the house. This house needs extensive work. In the master bathroom, well, we got a lot of work here too. Okay, so in here, this yellow needs to go because it needs to be painted anyway, but we need to get rid of it. Let's paint all that. Inside here, the sinks, these are fine. We're gonna have to paint the cabinets here, as you can see. I tell you, the problem we got in here is we got all gold fixtures. I really would like to get rid of that, all this gold, and replace it with pewter, which is a more modern color. You got the old cheap light up there that was big back in the day, but isn't now. So we're gonna need to redo this for sure. You've got some door separation here, so I'll need to fix that. You see some paint issues there. The shelves look fine. We do have this, we might hit that one area, but the rest is fine. Inside here, in the bathroom, it's just white trim. Got a couple of spots, but we're gonna repaint this to a neutral color. We have to repaint that. So, and again, this is loose, needs to be tightened up. I recommend highly that we just get rid of the gold. So in here, again, I'm gonna recommend, I know you don't have the money, but 2-inch blind's gonna look a lot better and give you more privacy. This needs to go, it's ugly. Fix the wall and put one proper that's in there. You see all the white trim again. In the shower, we need to fix this again. We fixed it once, it's coming off again. That's simple. Here, we're gonna ding them for the mildew. If I can fix it, because I want you to look at how bad this is. That's pretty nasty, and I'm gonna have to clean this up and make a straight line. I do agree that we need to deduct some for all of that, and I did tell that to the tenant. Okay, so let's go outside. Make sure the lights aren't on. I'm sorry, Noam, but that's why we're not getting any hits. And, you know, it's just everybody's saying it's just not worth the money because of the... I mean, the rest of the house looks modern is a problem. Then you get back there and it's not modern, you know, so that's the problem. Okay, in the backyard, you know, maybe touch up the paint on the door here. Everything works here. Got two different colors. We may just want to paint this one a brown. I don't know. But I think I'd rather work on the inside than the outside. This all works. This board is warped, so we'll just replace this one 2x4. For some reason it warped. It's not under warranty anymore. We have that. Here's your new glass that we talked about. You do have a lot of wear on your screens. I recommend that we do deduct a little bit from the tenant, maybe $100, because they left a couple of weeds here, and there, and then right back there they should have gotten rid of that. So I say about $100. We ding them for that or so. The outside of your home is starting to wear on the paint, Noam. Look at this. It's all the way down to the wood. Your wood is starting to break here. Your wood's breaking there. And you see how it's warped and pulled out there. And look, all the way across. So all of the trim, at least on this house, needs to be repainted. In addition to that, you could see we have the same problem here. So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal to redo it. And it's more of a protective thing. I could rent it the way it is, but it's going to start falling off and do some damage behind it. It's a problem. So that's something I think we need to look at doing later on. Okay, well, that will conclude. Oh, the only other thing I noticed on the back was there's a picket that fell here. Not a big deal. There's some wood here that was here when they moved in, so I probably need to get rid of that at some point. So other than that, that will be it. I'm going to end this move out video. Again, I think we need to ding the tenants for well, let's say $200 to $300 for all of the mildew, and then a couple bucks, $100 on, or about 150 on tile. Bathroom accessories or something. Maybe just 100, and then some on the backyard, maybe 100, 125. So other than that, that is it. Oh, we have another problem. You got a leak in the backyard, on the side yard. The neighbors came over and told me about it. I bet you we have a broken line or a broken head. Probably a broken line or a fitting where a sprinkler system is. So if you see right here, you see all that water? And you see all the water's pooling about right here. So there must be probably a head or something here that's leaking. So I can bring somebody out to take a look at that, and we'll just see what's going on, and we'll fix that. Anyway, other than that, that will conclude this move out video. Robert Lewis, DFW Rent Houses. It is July the 30th, 2024, signing out.